All right, I'm back. About to work on my lineups for all of my teams. The big league club's lineup is done, I think, but I got to still do the AAA team and the AA team, which is really important for player development. You got to make sure you're playing your guys, and they will develop. So I'm going to try to optimize playing time for the guys who I really think have a chance of coming up at some point. So yeah, that will be the main goal. Okay, let's see here. So at the end of the last video, I got the active roster back down to 26 after spring training. Like I said in the show, what happens is everybody in your 40-man gets added to your active roster for spring training. And then when spring training ends, you got to get it down back to 26. Doing it yourself is important because if you don't get that cleaned up on your own, what's going to happen is the AI is going to take over and they're going to cause all kinds of chaos. They're going to send people down when they run out of options and or when they're out of options already, and you're going to have guys on waivers, and it's just going to be a huge mess. So when you decide to do it yourself, you're going to get the outcomes that you want. So pretty much do as many things as you can manually when you're in franchise mode. Otherwise, there could be some really bad results from that. So anyway, it's back down to 26. So I can move on to the next day without there being any kind of problems, which is good. So that's going to then put me into the regular season, and then I can start dealing with these minor league lineups and pitching rotations. So I'm just kind of, making sure I've dotted all my I's and crossed all my T's before I move on. I don't think there's anything that I'm forgetting to do. I already have my scouts. They're ready to go. Coaching stuff, of course, was already taken care of much earlier. All right. Yeah. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and advance a day, which will take us to the regular season. All right, cool. So now we can start messing with these lineups. Again, the big league club should be good to go. Yeah, I think I've got everything exactly the way I want it so far. So nothing to worry about there. So let's get to the AAA team, the Aviators. Looks like a lot of those guys are coming back from last year. So I'm not going to have to do a whole lot, which is nice. So yeah. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and take these Hall of Fame guys out of the mix right now from the rosters. I can always bring them back if I want to. But I'm going to put them all in single A right now just to kind of get them out of sight, out of mind. So that will include Vance Huerta. Let's send him down to single A, which he might be there already, it looks like. Yeah. All right. Center field. So that would include Gustavo. We're going to make him go to single A. And it looks like Kevin Cabrera is already there. So those guys are kind of out of sight. Sometimes it's also easier to just go ahead and do your pitching rotations first because, you just need to go ahead and set your 13 guys that you need to have. It's easy to do. Who's Herb Taylor? Is Herb Taylor a starter? I don't think I want Herb Taylor pitching in AAA with only a 61 overall. Don't know why he's there. So let's go back to the roster and just look at the starters. Obviously, I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 MLB starters. Juan Calderon is going to be in AAA. Haim, AAA. Escobar, AAA. Let's see. This guy's 20. I think I might want him down in AA. 22 AA, 25-year-old. So I've got a 24-year-old, a 24-year-old. Let's go ahead and bring Mott up to AAA. Since he's 24, that would be appropriate. Ortiz at 25. That's a good call there. Let's see. What else do we got age-wise down here? We got some 23-year-olds in the low 70s. We got Briggs here, who is 23 for the 76. Really good hits per 9. So yeah, I think I'll make him go to AAA. So that should put me at about 5 AAA starters now. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, too many. Too many. All right, back down to AA. Nope. No issues. All right, AA starters. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 19. I might keep. I don't know, man. That guy. 76 overall. He's probably ready to play in AA. Let's just go ahead and set all of these guys to AA for now, because they might go into the bullpen. Because I don't usually keep a lot of relief pitching in the minors, so this is an easier way to kind of go about things. Ooh, Herb Taylor does not need to be there. See, Herb Taylor at 61 might end up being a single A guy for me, but let's just put him in AA for now. Okay, so that kind of makes it easier to deal with. Relief pitchers, 75, 20 years old. Okay, things are going to start getting crowded if I start putting all these guys into AA, but I don't know. I might go ahead and put them in AAA. They're not exactly killers, but okay. Yeah, sure. Closers. All right, AAA. Okay. Oof. Just got a lot of guys down here. Probably too many closers in my organization, to be perfectly honest. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I already know that's going to start being a problem, so back down to AA. And we'll fix it here in a second. So we got a AAA reliever, and looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be the full AAA bullpen with 8 there. So let's do our AAA. stuff first, because we should have the exact amount of pictures that we need to have. Ooh, well, maybe not. Is Mod a starter? He is. Looks like I might need one more pitcher in AAA. Alright, so Calderon, Heim, Escobar, Ortiz. Okay, all starters. These guys should all be relievers or closers. Oh no, here we go. Alright, so yeah, we're good now. Yeah, I think Nichols will be the AAA closer. I like those guys for long relief at 37, 38. Who's going to be my setup guy? Maybe Valdez. Yeah, maybe Valdez. So, yeah, this looks to be about right. Alright, yeah, I like the way that's set up. This is fine. So the pitching's good in AAA right now. I don't need to worry about that any longer, but I've got some stuff I need to figure out here for the AA team. So let's make sure we got nothing but starters here. And then we'll compare. Okay, that's a reliever. That's a closer. Okay, and then who do we have here? We have more. Let's figure out. So I think I'm going to lean towards having nothing but as many A potential guys as I can here in the starting rotation. So if I have another A potential pitcher here, I'll probably make him a starter and send one of the B potential guys into the bullpen. So let's see. So he's A. So I think it would be wise to put him in instead of that guy. But obviously he is a starter, so make him a long reliever. Okay, this is annoying. This is annoying. Herb Taylor. What just happened? Okay. Okay, let's do it like this. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Herb Taylor's an A, but he's only a 61. So I don't know. I think I'm going to decide to... Well, we'll see. I'll hold off for now. Okay, so this is another starter. That's a starter. They're both B. How do they compare to old Dan here? Okay, so let's get all of these guys into long relief rolls if we can. And then maybe put this other starter, Hoff, in as the first middle reliever. Of course, I gotta fix all this crap. Alright, there's Hoff. Alright, and let's just... Okay. Bauman and Taylor. I think I'm gonna send it single A. Hate to do it, but... It's just not very good OVRs there. And we're almost certainly going to have to clean up more, so it's a slow process, but ultimately it's going to get things the way they need to be. Who's this guy? He's a closer. Only 63. But he's an A. Okay. So let me send these two 68 relievers that are B potential back down too. That'll just help me wrap my head around what's going on here. So single A. Single A. Okay. Alright. Still got too many pitchers. Need to drop two more. Okay, starter, starter, starter. That's good. Starter, metal relief. Okay, that's fine. Alright, now let's start thinking about how this needs to go. Okay, Carlos Navarro. Hate to do it, but I think he needs to go back down too. Single A. Okay. Yeah, that guy's just 19 anyway, so I think makes the most sense to send him down probably. Yeah, let's take Ted Albert and send him back down. Okay. We don't really have anybody who's lights out. It looks like there'd be a great closer. This guy might do the job okay, but he doesn't strike me as being too dominant. Amos Bishop. Yeah, might as well. Okay. And then this guy, this guy. Alright, I think that's pretty good. So pitching staff's now done for AA as well, so that just helps kind of set the path for what you can hope to do with the lineups now. So looks like I'm going to need one more person up on AAA and AA, so that would have to be a position player. I've got all the pitchers that I need now. So who's in single A? That is position player. We've got this Prado guy. We've got a catcher. Catchers, we just need to know. Yeah, so that's another thing you can do to kind of create some clarity for yourself, is make sure that you got all your catchers that you need. So yeah, I got my 2 in the big league team. This guy doesn't belong on AAA, so I'm going to move him back down to AA. And just make it simple. Just kind of do it by OVR for the most part, although this guy's really young, so I don't know, it might be better for him to be in AAA given how young he is. Huerta is pretty terrible. I don't know. Backups catcher, who cares? Kenny Deal. So let's make Ludwig a AAA catcher at 23 years old. Let's go ahead and make Huerta a AAA catcher, even though he is pretty awful. And then we can keep Reeves and Deal down in AA. They're a little younger. Reeves is kind of the brightest star out of those 4 guys. He's the only A I got. Down in the minors playing catcher, so of course our major league catching situation is good to go. Alright, so that takes care of that. So let's go back to the single A roster and see who we can bring up position player wise. Ferks, huh? Outfield. So, man. Now let's take a look and make sure we got nobody. It's crazy low here. It's pretty low. AAA. God, he's terrible. Catcher. Both my catchers are just. Ugh. I think the simplest thing to do is just over staff AA for now, and then figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work as I look at the lineup. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take Prado and send him to AA for now. And again, once we figure out the lineup situation, we'll have to make changes. We'll send Ferks to AA. Those guys will stay. We'll send Kessler to AA. He's an A prospect, and he will not develop in single A if I keep him down here, so. Alright. Let's take care of AAA first because they got the right numbers. Alright, so a lot of guys have come back, so that makes it nice and easy. So what position do I need to fill? Short and second's good, third and first is good. My outfield positions are good. And my DH is there. Catcher, yeah. Huerta or Ludwig? Let's just opt for the better defensive guy. They're both terrible with the bat. There we go. Easy enough. I seldom ever get away with this little work, but so many of my AAA guys are back, so I don't have to change a whole lot. Alright, so what do I have on the bench in AAA? This might require me to make some changes. So I've got two outfielders. I've got this guy who plays, I plays third, second, and short. So that's helpful. And then this guy, third, second, and short. I don't have. Then again, do I have some? So I have cash. Alright, I think I've got enough flexibility here. I'm not concerned. If I need to move, well, no, cash is playing first. Well, what are you gonna do, man? I'll come back. Alright, so this is a little more of a mess. Some returning players, but still kind of chaotic here. So let's see what we need. So Page, shortstop, okay, that's fine. This guy was DHing. He's a third baseman with low fielding ability. That's probably why. Okay. See, the move might be to send that guy to AAA. I don't really have high hopes for him anyway, but he's a first and catcher, backup catcher possible, so he might be a good fit for my bench down AAA. Kenny Deal. I don't really care about him. John Reeves, man. Let's get him in there. Center field. So I need outfielders. What do I got? What do I got? Not very good. Not very good. Okay. Let's just see him out there first. All right. Okay, what else do I need? I need a second baseman. So yeah, I'm gonna finally put Kessler in the lineup. He's terrible, but he's an A guy, and if I have any chance of getting him towards his potential, he needs to start playing. So I'm gonna take Omar Jimenez here and send him to the AAA squad, and that'll be a better fit, I think, for the bench situation. And then I'll have to send one of those guys on that bench to AA. So AAA you go, sir. And let's see. I don't need 2 outfielders, especially when I've got another one DH in the lineup. I don't need 2 outfielders on the bench, so see, that's a 19-year-old. The move is probably to get this guy AA. So that'll make for a more balanced AAA bench, and that'll make for a better AA team. So yeah, Ojeda's going to go to AA. That, I think, is the right move. Okay. Alright, so that now gives me a better outfielder too. Alright, so Ojeda is going to go to left. Saucedo. I think my pitchers are going to appreciate him in the field more than whatever offense I could hope to get. He's also A, so it's more important that he plays. He's getting up there too in age, so it's like now or never, you know. Left field. I don't have a center fielder. Well, I need a center fielder. I hate playing low over yard guys, but I feel like if I'm gonna have any hope of getting these guys to where they are somewhere near their potential, it's got to happen, right? So no, no, man. Okay, so he's playing totally in position. He's not. Okay, perfect. So let's move him to him. Oh, wrong. Ferks is a left fielder, but Saucedo is a center fielder. Okay, at least that's closer to the way it should be. Okay, and Ferks is freaking not good. Not as bad as him, though. Kenny Bain is a shortstop who I have playing second. Kenny Deal is terrible. Let's put him at the bottom of the lineup. Ferks. to play third. It's fun to play first. Hey, all right, good fit. All right. So he'll play first. Good. I say good, but you know. Actually, let's do that. Maximize our defense a little bit more. All right, so I hate that kind of stuff. Only plays second base. What do you do with a guy who only plays second base? It's disgraceful, man. This guy I like. A little more utility. A player. He's an A, so I'm keeping my A's for sure. John Reeves. John Reeves. John Reeves. Get in there, dude. Alright. So I need the backup catcher. Yeah, I don't think so. So Mercado's going to go down. And Maine's going to go down. I think I got to do that. So the numbers are, I think, pretty much right at this point. I might start thinking towards the future on some of these guys I have on single A in terms of maybe looking for some younger prospects, knowing full well that these guys I have in single A are kind of getting wasted. Some of them. I mean, if they're really young like this guy, I don't have a problem with it. But when they start getting to be like 24 and whatever else, and they're still down here, they're not gonna really amount to much, so not likely. See, this guy's 23. I don't know. It's something I'll think about, but who knows? I may get an injury or something and have to bring guys like that up. Alright, the lineups are getting close to being figured out. Alright, so, yeah, I got this guy. He's my best backup outfielder. This guy is an A backup outfielder, so he needs to develop. Prado is pretty good in terms of being able to fill in most infield positions. Kenny Deal. So, I don't know. I'm a little wonky. I don't have a backup first baseman, really, but I'm sure I can move people around here, like my DH could play first, so it's fine. I'm okay. I don't really have any big issues here. So let's get this to reflect kind of what I'm doing on that lineup. Newman. And then we'll have to fix the positions too. Ibanez. Okay, Ojeda. Salcedo. Let's see. Bain. Ferks. Kessler. Alright, so yeah, I gotta start thinking about the fact that this lineup has a DH. So Kessler would have been the DH, so Kessler will just be out, I believe. So let's get Reeves in here. Anyway. Okay. Alright, Ferks was playing right. Baines in second, just like he should be. Alright, Page is right. Newman should be at third. Banez should be at first. Ojeda should be in left. Salcedo in center. Bain in second. Ferguson right. Reeves at catcher. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing over here. Franklin. Banez. Ojeda. Salcedo. Bain. Ferks. Reeves? No. Kessler Reeves. Kessler Reeves. Although I think I'm going to have to change where Reeves is in the lineup. Why do I have Reeves way down there? He's way better than Kessler. So, yeah, I'll fix that. Just trying to get the right people in there first. Okay. So, Banez first. Ojeda's a left fielder. Reeves, of course, I know is a catcher, so I need to wait on that. Kenny Bain. Okay, last lineup. Franklin. I need a Banez here. Ojeda. Salcedo. Bain. Of course, we know he's going in. We'll fix that in a second. Bain. Ferks. First base, second base, left field, right field, catcher. Okay. Yeah, so Reeves is a better hitter than all these guys, so let's fix this. So that's good, that's really good. Okay, Banez. move him up to where Sauceda is, at least. Alright, lineups are done for double A. What? What the hell? What's going on here? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's get... Unless I'm just unaware of the fact that Herman plays first, which he does not. Cash could play a little first, though. Rosario. Okay, we need to fix these. Okay, so that makes sense. See, with Jimenez being a catcher as a secondary, I might be better off sending Huerta down to single A and bringing another one of these guys up that I sent down there. So let's see. let's do that. AAA. And worked single A, because man, 42 OVR is terrible. And if we get an injury at catcher, we can always bring him back up or something. That's probably a little better. Okay, so I've got a guy who can play first and catcher. I've got third, second, and short covered there. I've got a second baseman only guy, which is whatever. He's a lefty bat. Okay. Got an outfielder. Alright. Okay. DH, no DH. So should be basically the same, minus bots. Okay, Morales. Cletus Chavez. Okay, those lineups are identical now. I like him there. I like him there. I like him there. Seems okay. Bots good. That's okay. Chavez, Rosario. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good, man. So, I got quite a few A's on my AA team, so hopefully those guys develop well. AAA, man. Of course, all these guys have been waived. The ages all kind of make sense, you know, guys who are out of options. And, yeah. A lot of these guys are going to be reabsorbed by their organizations, but, they're up for grabs. Alright, it's pretty much time to start simming. Kind of exciting. Hopefully all the starting pitching holds up. I feel really good about the bullpen, per usual. Lineup seems pretty tough this year. Alright. I think the AAA team is going to do really well. Okay, let's at least for a little bit, maybe up until the draft or something. I'm not going to be here too long, but okay. One last look at training, make sure I don't have anybody doing anything stupid here. Pretty much set all of my... Yeah, see, that's a dumb one. Sprints, don't care. You're batting cages now. Batting cages, that's fine. Bullpen session, yeah. So I pretty much set all of my pitchers to pitching coach session. And I'll let my hitters go auto until they're doing some kind of stupid training that I don't think is helpful. And then I'll change them to batting cages. So pitching coach session there. Combination toss, get out of here. Batting cages, that's fine. Alright, I'm fine with all that for now. I'll come back and check that a little bit later. But the old training, you know, stuff I think is kind of, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but supposedly it has some impact on their development, but I don't really see it. I think it's playing time mostly. Managing your rosters properly, making sure that you're getting guys in the lineup playing. That tends to help with their development the most, I think. So, all right, so let's start simming. Everything is set up and ready to go now, so time to sim away. All right, good start to the season. Very nice, 11 hits, first game. All right, here we go. Oh, beautiful. Taking the Angels to the woodshed. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's finish off the series. Let's go. Beautiful sweep. Alright, so 4-0. Finally telling me about a trade that I did a while back. Okay. That one too. Okay. Texas. See, and Dino is the one pitcher in my staff I'm kind of worried about. He did not have a good spring training.
Back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting out west in the American League, the Tigers pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 4-0.
Yep, I'm worried. We'll see how his next start goes. All right, good job, Ruth. 4-hitter. 8 innings. Gross. All right, very good. Ken Taguchi, the rookie. Player of the game. Very nice. Mariano Sanchez. If my outfield could get through the season without a bunch of injuries this year, that would be great. They are awesome outfielders, but prone to injury. At least a couple of these guys are, so. Nice. Juan Esposito. Alright, again, Andino. What are you going to do, bud? Ah, good start. Monster game for the offense. 11 runs, 13 hits. Alright, 9-1 so far at the start of the season. Strong start. San Francisco, 7-3.
Welcome everyone.
Pretty
Let's
good
jump
team.
right in and revisit the news and events from Monday.
got the win. Beautiful. William Hicks. Now that's the guy that I passed up on.
Hi, I'm
traded
Justin
to the
Allegri,
Giants.
and this is your Wednesday edition.
I beat him. Sweet. I normally don't care what's going on over here. It's just some stupid scouting message telling me that
Friday, baseball
some
fans.
position
Welcome to
is
Inside the
no
Show.
longer found
Starting
in a
in
certain
the AL
region.
West.
Probably, yes, it is.
Rex
Okay.
Rubin swung the bat well with 3 hits,
Right.
leading the Halos to the win over the Blue
Just do your
Jays
job.
3-2. The Baltimore Orioles beat the
There we
visiting
go.
Rays 3-2. The
Mariners.
Indians combined for 10 hits as a team.
Beautiful. Bullpen won the game for me, it looks like. Alright, moving on. Okay, excellent. And Dino. Alright, he must be okay after all. Hey Bradley, I see you commenting. Yeah, so it helps me stay on top of injuries and stuff by doing it this way. And I can kind of look at performance and make changes as I need to. But yeah, so I take it nice and slow, which again helps me make personnel changes as I need to. So before you showed up, I had just finished all my lineups and started simming. So we just got into the beginning of the season here.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show.
Yeah, I don't really change any settings. I take the injuries as they come, which kind of adds to the challenge of everything, you know. And it helps me get playing time for guys who are like, you know, maybe in AAA on some of their final options and all of that. So it just makes it a little more interesting, I think, when you have to deal with the injuries full on. Okay, moving on here. Second loss of the season. Okay. Oh, back-to-back losses. That's disappointing. Okay, after this Kansas City series, I'm going to maybe take a look at some stats here. So,
good Thursday.
I've been injury-free so far. Lost another game. What's going on here? Well, speaking of injuries, Christopher Page, torn finger ligament. Long injury, 1 to 2 months. Yikes. Okay. That's not good. Oh, and a knee sprain. Alright, so let's take a look and see what's going on here with that. This Ferk's my knee sprain.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Kansas City Royals got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-2. The Stros knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-4. The White Sox held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they pulverized the Twins 6-0.
Who did I lose?
The Braves amassed 14 hits in the game as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-3. The win was their 6th straight as a team.
That was
The Metropolitans racked up
shortstop
11 hits as a
page.
team
Okay.
as they took down the Fish in Miami 3-1.
Yikes.
Carlos Ramirez had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Nationals downed the Cubs 8-2. The Dodgers totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 11-6. The Brewers swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona 1-0. The San Francisco Giants combined to give up just 5 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-4. Brian Chung grabbed 4 hits overall in the contest, leading the Reds to victory over the Padres 5-4. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Okay, Prado. Okay. All right, so I probably need to call somebody up from single A to put on my bench for the next 2 months. What options do I have? Single A. I have way too many pitchers. Way too many pitchers. I don't really feel like I am going to be able to develop some of these guys down here very well. So let's make a trade for some kind of utility infielder that I can stick in single A. I don't want to get rid of any A guys necessarily, but I don't know. Just don't know. This relief pitcher isn't very useful for me, I don't think. And this guy's 24 and only a 68, and I got him in single A, so I clearly don't care a whole lot about him either. So let's spin up a trade where I can dump Uribe and Bauman. Let's see if I can't get somebody for them. Alright. Where's my trades? There we go. Make trade. Uribe, Bauman. Let's see what comes up. Suggest trade. Prospects. Come on, is there a shortstop out there? That's a B or something. What do we got? I don't normally let C's on my team. Dirty C's. The Angels have a shortstop that they might be willing to get rid of. I assume he plays other positions. Okay. Let's see. I think the Angels shortstop is what I'm going to go for here. Chris Acevedo. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Angels. Obviously, I don't want everybody that they just offered me. That's a waste. Acevedo. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That'll work just fine. Thanks, Angels. Appreciate it. Perfect. Alright, so... Acevedo, where are you at? Alright, perfect. Double A, that's exactly where you need to be. Cool. And Ferks is injured, but it's a minor injury. I don't really need to worry about that. Alright, cool. So everything is good after the injury. No one else, right? Yeah, sweet. Oh, so double A team is 7-0, and the triple A team is 6-2. So good start down there in the farm system. Alright, let's continue the simming. Sweet. Big game offensively. Wow. Taguchi, the rookie, 5 for 5, 4 RBIs. Gross performance. Beautiful. Alright, moving on. Alright, sweet. What's going on here? Damian Mott sustained an injury, torn finger ligament. Isn't that the same injury I just had? Okay, Damian Mott, AAA. Alright, so is he a pitcher? Pitcher, I guess?
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Oakland Athletics grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-4. The Mariners were winners over the visiting Rangers 3-2.
Starter from Double A.
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim halted their 6-game losing streak as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 2-0.
All right, so let's
the Red Sox broke out of a 10-game losing skid as they defeated the visiting Yankees 3-2. The Twins totaled 11 hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-1. The Orioles got the best of the visiting Redbirds 4-1. The Tampa Bay Rays hit 3 long balls as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 5-4. The Chicago White Sox put together 10 total hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-5. The Atlanta Braves sank the visiting Buccos 2-1.
23.
The Marlins got 12 hits in this one as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 7-4. The Nationals only allowed 2 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-0. The Los Angeles Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-2.
Right.
The Arizona Diamondbacks got 11 hits overall as they walked off against the Reds in extra innings 5-4.
Very good.
The Rockies had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 7-4.
On the mix.
The Milwaukee Brewers launched 3 home runs as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-4. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
Yep, there we go. So now I need another pitcher. What do I got? Let's go with him. He's 22, A potential, and he's not going to amount to squat down here in single A if he stays here. So let's use this as an opportunity. Double A. Okay. let's see, we'll put him at the end of my middle relievers. So that'll work out good. Alright. Another fire put out. Oh, so let's get through this Kansas City series. And then we'll look at some stats. Sweet. 18-4. Ken Taguchi, also another awesome game. That guy has turned out to be great. Oh my god, another freaking injury. Reeves, that's a catcher. Double-A, he'll be out for a few days. I got another catcher that'll step in. I'm sure they're going to put, what's his name? Omar, what's his name? Where's he at?
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show.
Sorry.
Starting in the AL West, the A's sent 3 balls into the seats as they dethroned the Royals 12-2. As of right now, the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division, and the Athletics are atop the American League West.
Okay, moving ahead. Oh my god, more injuries. Alright, so Gallo, shoulder tightness. Double-A. Ferks is already on the bench, I believe, so stay there. Okay, so what happened?
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the American League Central, the Detroit Tigers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 2-1. Cal Perez collected win number 3 this year, leading the Mariners over the Red Sox 3-2.
Not worried about that at all.
The Rays combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-5. The Minnesota Twins finished off the 4-game sweep as they blew out the Jays 10-4. The White Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 7-6.
Ew,
Ray
not
Cavazos
doing the job
had a great day,
at
driving in 5 on 3 hits.
Well, a 405 on base. Okay, I take that back.
9-3.
I
The
take
St.
that
Louis
back,
Cardinals
sir.
snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took a victory against
You
the
can hit
Brewers in
254 if
Milwaukee
your on base is
2-1.
405.
And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and
Those
updates from
walks.
around the majors.
Hubert Gates. He's playing pretty good, I guess. 389 on base, almost hitting 300. Luis Ramos, 6 homers already. Strong. Coming off that huge season last year with 38 bombs, 126 ribbies. Robeson, doing what Robeson does. Hitting over 300. Mason's got 5 bombs. Average is down a little bit, though. Wonder why. Don't love that. Taguchi, 291, 4 homers, 13 RBIs. Pretty sweet. Landry, 345 average. 7 homers. That 96 contact, man, is dirty. Over 1200 OPS so far. Absurd. Gomez off to kind of a slow start. Not showing a whole lot of power just yet. He will, though, I'm sure. And Daniel Cortez doing very well. Very, very well. I think I've got him leading off against lefties, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yep. How's the bench guys doing? Wow. Esposito. Oof. If I didn't like Robeson so much, I could have this guy playing every single day. Lucero's doing a good job as my 4th outfielder. Very nice. Willett's doing a great job. Sweet. So that's working out. And, well, I don't really care what he does hitting-wise. He's just there to fill in defensively mostly. He should be hitting better than that, though. That's a shame. With 85 and 74 contact. Alright, pitching. That's perfectly fine. That's great. That looks okay. And not awesome, but whatever. That's pretty good right there. Bullpen. So far, so good. Bullpen is dominating. Absolutely dominating. Alright, budgets. Okay, no issues there. Revenues are terrible, 6.3 million. Of course. Alright, let's move ahead. 20 runs on 21 hits. Wow. That's crazy. And it's stuff like that that helps you score 1,000 runs a season. Alright, John Reeves is no longer injured. Auto-utilize, got to make sure that they actually put him back at a starting role, though. This game is funny like that. Yeah, okay, good.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Oakland Athletics.
Alright, Willett, sweet. Just brought him up from the minors. This is his first year in the big leagues. He's, like I said, platooning at first base against lefties. Pretty awesome. Come on, man. Who did they put in for him? Third base. Ferks.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the AL West, the A's finished off a 2-game sweep as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Tigers got 18 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 10-7. The Houston Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 7-1. The Seattle Mariners allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat
injury. Lawrence Maine. I think he is a bench infielder. We'll see in a second. 1 to 2 months. Yikes. No longer injured. Gallo. Alright, let me just figure this all out.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting out west in the American League, the Oakland Athletics knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 6-3. The win was their 6th in a row. The Mariners got the home victory against the Astros 4-2. The Kansas City Royals grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 2-1. The Boston Red Sox hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Indians 6-5. The Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-2. The Baltimore Orioles put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-4. The Chicago White Sox totaled 11 hits as they toppled the Rockies 8-2.
He was on the bench anyway.
Mark Stahl got his 3rd win this season as the Tigers wiped out the Blue Jays 3-1. The Miami Marlins combined for a 4-hitter as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-0. The Reds combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-0. Chris Ponce grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, helping Milwaukee down Philadelphia 4-2. The Buccos combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 5-1. The Cards combined for 4 total home runs as they bested the visiting Padres 6-5. Darren Valentin won his 4th game thus far as the Dodgers got the best of the Braves 3-1. The Chicago Cubs got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-2. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
So kind of in the same position here. Probably need to make a trade for the right personnel. Let's see if I can just get away with trading this guy, maybe. Guzman. Alright, so trade Guzman, suggest trade prospects. Shane Ogden, second baseman for the Yankees. Interesting. Oscar Rodriguez, shortstop for the Rays. So I'm getting some possibilities here already. Alright, I'm going to look at the second baseman for the Yankees and this shortstop for the Rays. If the Yankees second baseman works out, in other words, if he's got some secondary positions that'll work out for me, then that'll probably be the move. He's 18A potential, so let's see. Okay. No other positions. That's lame. Garbage. Okay. So the Rays have a shortstop. B potential. Plays second and third. Okay. I'll go with the Yankees guy. As much as I don't like the fact that he doesn't play any other positions, I'll take it. He's 18, A potential, so that's kind of nice. All right. Sweet. I'm going to do a flip-flop there on these two guys. I'm going to send Acevedo up to AAA. I'm going to take the new guy, Ogden, and send him back to AA. Okay, AA. And AAA. All right. That works. nice. Angels are awful. 9 and 20. Wow.
Great Sunday action lies ahead,
Whatever.
but first, here's what happened in the main.
10 runs, 10 hits. Very nice. Moving ahead. Franklin Newman's no longer injured. Alright, let me go back to my AA lineup and fix that.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the A's finished off a 3-game sweep as they destroyed the Angels 10-4. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. In the standings, the A's are leading the AL West, while the Angels are at the bottom of the division. The Astros went deep 4 times as they sank the Mariners 11-2. Heading into the day, the Mariners are in second place in the AL West, while the Astros are third in the division. The Royals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as the...
Come on, man. Okay. Lost to a garbage Astros team. Okay. Good deal. Come on. What do the Mariners want? Kessler for a relief pitcher. See potential making 1.5 million. I think not, sir. Declined. No thanks. Dropping games to a garbage team. I don't like it. Okay. He'll probably be healthy by his next start. No need to even look at that. Okay, good. Shoulder separation. Yikes. 1 to 2 months. Dang, dude. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, Jack Wagner got his second W of the season as the A's took care of the Blue Jays 6-5.
Okay.
The Seattle Mariners allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 2-0. The Texas Rangers combined to give up just 5 hits as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 10-2. The Houston Astros swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the visiting Red Sox 7-5. Pablo Marquez really cashed in at the dish with 3 hits and 6 RBIs, leading the O's to victory over the Yankees 12-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. The Cleveland Indians got 11 hits overall as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 7-1. Chris Perez earned the win, his 4th this season, leading Tampa Bay to a win over Kansas City 5-2. Glenn Falk got the W and now has 5 this year as the Twins took care of the Dodgers 5-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Cardinals
Yeah,
allowed
let's do
only
Deutscher.
5 hits in the
So we
game
keep
as they
this
beat the Braves in
young
Atlanta
buck,
3-1.
potential guy down here.
William Quo was victorious
Doing
for the
well.
5th time this season
Deutscher's
as the
gonna
Mets
move
were
up.
winners over the Marlins 2-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Justin Thacker took the loss in this one despite racking up 12 punch-outs in the effort.
Deutscher,
The Giants
AAA.
racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Nationals in Washington
Already know I'm gonna need
6-3.
a pitcher and
The Phils
double
totaled
A.
11 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-1.
So
The Cubs broke up their 5-game
That's a
losing
double down
skid
here.
as they got the best of the Brewers at home 4-3. Justin Brown had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, leading the Rockies to a win against the Diamondbacks
19-year-old,
7-3.
huh?
He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League.
why not?
The San Diego Padres picked up 14 hits in total as they plundered the
double that.
Pirates 11-3. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, so Deutscher, there you go. Double A. You are a relief pitcher, sir. Get out of there. So is it going to be this guy, or is it going to be Gallo? Okay. Let's go with Gallo. Let's get this dude. Over there. Okay. That's what we want. All the teams should be complete again. Good. Alright. Okay, I don't care about any of that. Alright, move ahead. 18 runs, 21 hits. Gross. Good game, Mason. What? How's that possible? Oh, it's a pitcher. Okay, that'll fix itself. Yeah, okay. Okay. Very nice, 2-hitter. Wow. Complete game. Nice work. 2 hits, 2 walks, 10 Ks. Shutout. Okay. Very good. Something doesn't seem right.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your
It's
Wednesday
not.
edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West,
What the hell are
Jesus
you thinking,
Andino
man?
grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, helping the A's to a win over the Twins 3-1. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. The Blue Jays launched 3 home runs as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 9-1. The Mariners combined for 4 total home runs as
Awesome. Okay. Wow. That's the guy I traded to the Twins. Quinones. Quinones. I don't know how you say that. Quinones? Quinones? Alright. Well. Pulled hamstring. Awesome. Oh, that's annoying. Why What, dude, what is going on here with these stupid...
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Twins sent three balls into the seats as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-4. The Rangers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-3. The Seattle Mariners hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-4.
Kenny Bain plays other
The Kansas City
positions.
Royals completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the victory in extra innings over the Red Sox 5-4. Chris Mercado plated 3 runs on the day as the Friars beat Atlanta 4-3. Jake Douglas drove in 3 as the Cubs took care of the Phillies 5-3. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. The San Francisco Giants launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 13-3. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Oh, what? Come on, dude. Wait, what? Oh, bruised hand. I thought it said broken. Okay. So who'd they put in? Mark Grossman. Okay. Let's see what you can do, bro. I'm not even going to change where you're at in the lineup. Losing these games is lame. There we go. Very nice. Okay, that's not what I wanted at all.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the AL West, the Oakland Athletics knocked out 12 hits as a team as they pummeled the Yankees 10-2. Alfredo Quevedo was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs, helping lead the Mariners to the victory over the Indians 5-2. As of today, he is leading the American League in round trippers. The Texas Rangers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 4-2. The Minnesota Twins combined to give up just 5 hits as they destroyed the Rays 7-1. They now have 5 straight wins. The Red Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles 9-5. The Chi Sox got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Tigers 3-2.
Pretty good.
The Brewers set 3 balls into the seats as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-2.
Landry is having a
The Pirates pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 3-1. The St. Louis Cardinals picked up 14 hits in total as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-4. Herb Jowers collected win number 2 on the year as the Rockies.
Come on, man. Stop getting injured.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the AL West, the A's racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 7-5. The Angels put together 10 total hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-3. The Mariners smacked 15 team hits as they blew out Baltimore 11-5. The Rangers went deep 4 times as they got the home victory against the Astros 7-3. The Tampa Bay Rays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-5. The Indians put up 16 hits on the day as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 9-3. The New York Yankees totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 11-4. David Feliz got the W and now has 5 this year, helping lead the Tigers past the Twins 5-2. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. The Cincinnati Reds combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-1. The Milwaukee Brewers held their opponent to just 2 hits as they pulled away from the Nationals 6-0. The Phillies amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 8-4. The Cardinals combined for a 4-hitter as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 3-1.
Okay.
The Pittsburgh Pirates had 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 4-0. The Dodgers hit 3 long balls as they manhandled the Mets 11-2. Yanni Batista launched a pair of home.
I am losing way more games than I had anticipated. 36-11 right now.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Toronto Blue Jays picked up, 19 hits in this one as they defeated the A's in Oakland 11-9. At the start of the day, the A's sit in first place in the American League West Division, and the Blue Jays sit in second place in the American League East Division. The White Sox knocked.
Oh my God. Okay.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the American League East, the Seattle Mariners launched 3 home runs as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-2. William Burroughs launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Indians got the win over the Rangers 8-7. Victor Espinoza was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, as Detroit took care of the Rays 6-4. He also extended his hitting streak to a modest 8 straight. The Marlins sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-2. The Brewers totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-3. The Diamondbacks halted their 6-game losing streak as they bested the visiting Nats 7-6. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today.
Okay, very good. Ah, come on.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the AL East, Rich Jordan grabbed his second win of the year as the Angels took care of the Orioles 6-3. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. Jordan Starnes earned the third W of his season as the Astros disposed of the Mariners 3-0. The Texas Rangers picked up 14 hits in total as they pulverized the Twins 10-4. The Rays snapped their 7-game losing streak as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 11-5. Antoine McCall collected win number 3 this year, helping the Indians push past the Blue Jays 3-2. The Chicago White Sox allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the visiting Red Sox 6-3. The Philadelphia Phillies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they pulverized the Braves 6-0. The Mets got 12 hits in this one as they got the best of the Brewers at home 5-4. The Los Angeles Dodgers had 12 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-1. Dominic Peterson got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run as the Rockies downed the Cardinals 6-2. The D-backs put together 10 total hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-1. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
All right, that puts me right up against the draft, so I'm going to pause things here, and I'll come back on later and stream some more, but I don't feel like getting into the draft right now. I got to get ready for some life stuff here, but all right, anyway, I'll be back on later. This will end the broadcast.